I feel so tired. One of the most common problems you probably have heard or encountered nowadays is the feeling of chronic tiredness, where you simply don't feel energized after getting up and nothing seems to be able to perk you up. Sometimes, even after you get the recommended hours of sleep, you still feel sluggish and unprepared for the rest of the day. Well, our modern day crowdsourced dictionary has a name for this problem: re-tired. I was tired yesterday and I'm tired again today. But is there a way to actually untire yourself? I have answers for you. Truth is, there are many reasons to explain why tiredness persists even after getting the recommended hours of sleep. One simple explanation is that you simply need more hours of sleep compared to the average person. But it is also highly likely that your tiredness is due to the quality of sleep rather than the quantity of it. There are many external factors which can affect your sleep quality. For example, a pillow with the correct height, a pillowcase which doesn't scratch your face, or a mattress that supports your back. But what about your body's internal mechanism, the system which allows you to get into deep sleep, the stage of sleep you need to feel refreshed when you wake up first thing in the morning? So, how can you sleep better at night? Well, if you don't already know, the human body is
amazing!
Different systems work hand in hand, side by side, to keep us alive. Naming a few, the digestive system helps us to digest food, and the autonomic nervous system is controlled by the peripheral nervous system. Hey guys, this is Editing April here. Sorry for the interruption. I realized I forgot to mention what's the most important thing, which is our sleep cycle is actually regulated by the autonomic nervous system. If I don't mention this now, the later part of the video will kinda not make any sense. So let's get back to the video and let me give you a brief description of what the autonomic nervous system is. What the autonomic nervous system does is that it regulates our bodily functions such as heart rate, breathing, and digestion without conscious effort. Without conscious effort means that it is not within conscious control even if we think and we want to. For example, you see, we can't alter our own heart rate even if we want to. And that's why when we feel tired, we can't just stop feeling tired by just thinking about it. The autonomic nervous system is made up of two components: the parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system, also commonly known as the fight or flight state. In the fight state, the level of sympathetic activity in our body rises, providing us with the tools in response to dangerous and stressful situations. Job stress, work stress, exam stress, all the different types of stress. And that's when our heart starts to pump a little faster and breathing becomes heavier. On the other hand, parasympathetic activity rises when the body is in a natural relaxed state, or you can call it entering the Zen mode. However, it is also to note that some people can actually control their autonomic nervous system to a certain extent. For example, professionally trained actors can actually cry on cue. Crying is humans' natural mechanisms to cope with sadness, but professionally trained actors have the ability to control that. So some parts of the autonomic nervous system can be actually controlled by trainings. But for a normal, healthy, perfectly functioning human being
who cries whenever she feels lost in life,
it really means that the body is able to alternate between the fight and flight states in response to different situations. So you may ask, what has it got to do with tiredness? When you are asleep, the parasympathetic activity in your body rises and the sympathetic activity in your body falls. Vice versa, when you are awake, the sympathetic activity in your body rises while the parasympathetic activity falls. So what happens if you have to wake up in the morning and the body is still in the parasympathetic mode? And that's when you see an overwhelming feeling of tiredness starts to overwhelm you. No matter how many hours you have slept for, you still feel goddamn tired all the time. This is different from not having sufficient hours of sleep. when your autonomic nervous system is compromised. No matter how many hours of sleep you receive, you will still feel tired and fatigued. Other than feelings of tiredness, you may also notice a weakened immune system and signs of aging like wrinkles, loose skin. So how do we fail our autonomic nervous system? There are actually many reasons why we may fuck up our autonomic nervous system. For example, feelings of anxiety, nervousness, and stress from exams, work. All of these could be reasons why your autonomic nervous system may not be functioning as intended. And also as you age, the ability of your autonomic nervous system will inevitably start to deteriorate as well. But fortunately, there are ways you can actually rebalance your autonomic nervous system. But before I go into that, I want to quickly cover how it actually works. The autonomic nervous system works on a subconscious level following your circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm is the 24 hours internal clock in our brain, aka our biological clock, and it is largely dictated by light and temperature. Yeah, we are not much different from plants. When light and temperature goes down in the night, we enter into the flight mode, and that's when parasympathetic activity starts to become more active. Vice versa in the day, sympathetic activity rises and the parasympathetic activity falls. And that's when you see sometimes the weather actually affects our mood. When the weather is sunny, we feel much more happier and energetic. And when the weather is gloomy, we feel down and much more exhausted than usual. So how can one stop feeling tired and rebalance the autonomic nervous system? Mornings. Allow yourself to be in touch with the sunlight the first thing in the morning. Go for a walk. It may not seem like a lot, but it's the act of getting outside, getting the sunlight that you need, that sets your circadian rhythm. I started going out for runs first thing in the morning on days which isn't raining. Other than the exercises I'm getting, it's almost like an alarm which really wakes my body up and sets the pace for the rest of the day. Evening. Other than keeping the unspoken areas of your body clean, showers in the evening allows your body to cool down, which increases parasympathetic activity, preparing you for a good night's sleep. Showers are also a safe place that provides a relaxed dopamine high and a distracted mind, which are ideal for great ideas to be made and creative thoughts to flow.
Sometimes, like late at night, if I've been thinking about something, then I can't sleep and I'll be up for several hours, thinking about sort of pacing around the house and thinking about things. And I mean, it's somewhat cliched, but it happens a lot in the shower. I don't know what it is about showers, or I just kind of stand there in the shower.
We all know that water is the essence of life. Our body communicates via neurons, and staying hydrated allows these neurons to fire quicker, faster as well. As you may have guessed, caffeinated drinks stimulates the sympathetic activity in our body, keeping us wide awake. And if you're a coffee addict like me, it can lead to trouble sleeping. Usually after the consumption of caffeinated drinks, it stays in our body system for 4 to 5 hours. So try not to consume caffeinated drinks 4 to 5 hours before you sleep. Alcohol, we all know that drinking excessively is bad for us. And similarly, drinking alcohol actually increases your chance of experiencing autonomic nervous system disorder. Food. Green food like green leafy vegetables are rich in vitamin B complex, vitamin C, vitamin E, and magnesium, all of which are important for proper functioning of our nervous system. Vitamin B is essential in the process of synthesizing and circulating neurotransmitter, which are brain chemicals that regulates heartbeat, respiration, and digestion. Magnesium helps in calming the nerves, while vitamin E and C act as anti-aging for the nervous system. Other types of brain food also includes fish, dark chocolate, nuts, and of course my favorite, avocados. So in essence, a healthy autonomic nervous system really means that you have to eat well, drink well, sleep well, and you will live well and not feel tired all the time. I wanted to do this video because I saw a lot of videos where people cover about their morning routines, their night routines that help them lead a healthier life. But I feel like what is not discussed often is the impacts of those habits on our body itself. Like, we know that we have to do those things and they are in fact good things to be done, but ever since I started to read out and understand how the body actually works, it actually gives me more perspective on the things which I do and the impacts it brings upon my body. And in turn, it actually really helps me to live a healthier life consciously. And that's why I wanted to make this video and share it with you guys, and hopefully it has been helpful for you. Anyway, I think that's all for this week's video, and if you enjoyed the video, help me like the video and consider subscribing. It will really help the channel out. So I will see you next time. Bye bye!